Welcome to my kitchen. It's Joelle again from Sudbury. And before I begin, I have to say I'm really excited for this weekend. It is the long weekend and we are heading out to camp. And my family and I really love going to camp during the summers. We really look forward to that. But what I decided to make today is something that you could take with you to camp. And if you have a camp like us, which we don't have a camp yet, we have a tent and we rough it, we usually cook everything over the fire. So this soup can be easily done over the fire. And it is called the Creamy Philadelphia Potato Leek Soup. First of all, what you have to do, you want to use half a cup of butter. You want to melt it. And then next, what I've done, you want to use a beautiful leek. You see how nice it is, the colors. And what I do is I slice it in between, right here. And then you want to open that up. You want to keep the ends. And then what you want to do is that you want to put it under cold water, wash it. And as you can see, there's sand. There's always sand stuck in between the layers. So you really want to clean between the layers. And as you can see, it holds its shape nice with the end. Once you're done that, you want to cut off the end. And then what you want to do is just roughly chop it, add it into in the butter. You want to cook that up for a couple minutes. And then next you want to add potatoes. And usually I use around 3 medium-sized potatoes. I leave the peel on because it's full of nutrients and that's good. You cube that. And I usually cube it pretty small because then it doesn't take too long to cook. So you want to take those cubed potatoes, add those in there, and it's about 2 cups, roughly around 2 cups. So you want to cook those down for a little bit, about 5 minutes. And then next you want to add 2 cups of vegetable stock, or you could use chicken stock if you prefer that. And I add into the pot, and you want to place the lid on medium-high heat, and you want to cook that for about 10 minutes until it's fork tender. And then I'm going to show you what it looks like. Now we have this beautiful mixture. You see how the potatoes are all nice and cooked? All right, so next what you want to do, I also cut 2 garlic cloves, and I cut up some sun-dried tomatoes, around a 1/4 cup. And this is really going to add beautiful color, the red and the green. You want to add that in there, and it's still fairly hot, so it will cook the garlic a little bit. Next, you want to add, of course, our beautiful cream cheese, and I'm using light cream cheese because we did put half a cup of butter, so reduce a little bit of fat there. Okay, place that in there, and this is going to make the soup very nice and creamy and velvety. And then last, you want to place half a cup of 18% cream. But if you want, you can also just use 5%. That's not a big deal. So what I want to do is I want to mix this up a little bit. And like I said, if you're doing this at the cottage, you could easily use, you could place it over the fire on the rack and you could just cook it. Obviously not in this pot, but a cast iron pot. And if you don't have a hand blender like I have here, or not electricity like me at camp, you can use a potato masher. So that's what we're going to do next here. Okay, since I have electricity at home, I'm going to use my hand blender. And if you don't have a hand blender, you can use a blender, but just be careful when you place the hot soup in it because the steam, it might blow the lid off, so just be careful. Okay, so let's do this. You see how it's all coming together? And that's it. You see how fast that was? So what you want to do is you want to leave a couple of chunks because that's fine. If it's a little bit chunky, it adds texture, so that's fine. So I will place this here, mix this up a little bit. I will grab, okay, we're ready. And I grabbed an onion soup bowl. It's nice and cute. And if you think about it, when you're at camp, you don't really have tables and chairs to sit at. Well, if you have a tent like me. So this is perfect for the kiddies and the adults, and you can just sit down and eat your soup. We're gonna take this, and look at these colors. These sun-dried tomatoes just adds that beautiful color, the red in there and the green, nice and creamy. Now what I did is I reserved some of the leek, I just cut a little bit off of the ends here. So what I want to do is place a little bit there on the top. And this is prosciutto. You could use bacon, cooked bacon from the day before, or you can slice up 2 slices of prosciutto and just cook that up in your pan. And now you could add that on top. Well, actually, I like a lot of it. Very good. You could add a bit more onions too. And you see, look at the beautiful colors. And you could serve this with a beautiful fillet of salmon or even a roasted chicken breast on the barbecue or the fire. Well, I have to taste this. It smells so good. The flavors are so good. And you know what? It actually reminds me of camp. The onions and the garlic and potatoes. Well, I hope you enjoy it and have a great long weekend. Bye.